I'd like to thank all my peers for joining me for this meeting today. Thank you. You may be seated. Now, imagine you're scrolling through your feed. You see a massive influencer. Let's call them Lady Luck. She's posting a Get Ready With Me video. She's got 50 million followers, 3 brand deals, and literal mansion. You think she has it all figured out, right? Well, you're wrong. Even the biggest stars in the world have a director in their ear. When celebrities stop listening to their fans, their agents, or even basic common sense, they just don't get a bad post. We get the PR disaster of the century. Think about the apology video with the size, the gray hoodies, all that. That is just the sound of someone who just forgot how to listen. Listening isn't just a nice to have skill, it is a natural tactic. If they don't listen, their career hits the cancel culture faster than you can hit the refresh button on a laptop. Now, if you don't listen, you might be following advice from someone who's just a filtered face with a bad script. Also, the golden rule of the feed is just because someone has a blue check mark, it does not mean they have the right answers. Why does it matter to you, you say? Well, today I'm going to show you why listening is the most ultimate cheat code for life. We're going to be talking about how to tune out the noise, how to pick the right voices to follow, and why the most powerful person in the room isn't the one who's talking, it's the one who's actually hearing. Let's dive in before the algorithm changes again. This is my presentation. Influencers influence. Next page, please. Thank you. If you don't listen, the situations could get worse than it already is. Let's dig deep into that. Fighting with those who are closest to you. Now, Logan Paul is well known for this situation because he made a bad choice, which eventually led him to lose followers in the platform that him and his brother made. And trust me, I believe that they got into a little confrontation after this situation. Not listening could also change the way people look at you. And James Charles is known for this situation because he chose a bad choice, which led him into getting demonetized off of YouTube. And not listening can take the trust away from the people who love you most. Now, unfortunately, Kanye West knows this very well because he was quoted that he lost his faith because God did not save his relationship with his former wife, Kim Kardashian, which eventually led him into losing his relationship that he used to have with his children. Now, all these people that I've mentioned, they are all big-time influencers. But I want you to have caution because be careful of who you listen to. You need to be very careful of who you listen to because influencers like them could lead you into taking the same route that they took. You need to be careful. Next page, please. Becoming better at listening. Focus on the speaker. Now, it doesn't matter if it's your sibling, if it's your friend, if it's your parent, or even your teacher. You need to listen very closely on what the person has to say to you. Because who knows, that person may have to give you something that is very important that can help you throughout life. Also, don't interrupt the speaker or talk while they're still talking. Now, I'm very well aware of this subject because when I was in the 7th grade, I made a bad choice and decided to follow my friends and do what they were doing instead of following the teacher's directions and listen to their lesson that they're giving me. Now, the very next day, I had a quiz. Do you guys think I passed that quiz?
No.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't pass that quiz. And unfortunately, my grade went down from a B to a C. And I guarantee you this, my parents were not happy that I got a C now. Next page, please. Thank you. God's perspective on listening to others. Now, let's dig deep into this one. Let's dig real deep. First off, we got Proverbs 19:20. Listen to advice and accept discipline. And at the end, you will be counted among the wise. This means that listen to the information and the guidance that people are trying to give you. It also means you can be wrong sometimes. It's all right to be wrong. Just also accept it and let the person help you with the situation. There's also James 1, verse 19. Understand this, my beloved. Let every person be quick to hear and slow to speak. This means people should really listen before they even open their mouth and start talking. It also means think about what you say before you go rushing to defend yourself. That's a very important one. Next page, please. All right, we've reached the conclusion. And overall, I just want to tell you that just because someone has 1 million followers does not mean they are telling the truth. The Bible gives us the best advice in this situation. In the book of James, it states that we should be quick to listen and slow to speak. It is a simple rule that saves us from a lot of drama. In a world full of noise and influencers shouting for your attention, remember this. Fools only want you to hear their own voice, but the wise people look for the truth. Don't just go following the loudest person on your feed. Follow the truth. Listen with your heart and keep your ears open for God's wisdom. Because at the end of the day, the best influencer is the one who helps you become a better version of yourself. Thank you for your time.